Good morning all. Hope you're having a great start to the weekend. I just wanted to go over a few things, and this was for some of the guys that wanted to work on their quad strength in general. So I'll just give you a few ideas in terms of, we're just covering off on the lunge this morning. So just give me a moment, I'm just going to grab something else. So, with this guys, if you're trying to get stronger with, working on your lunge or whatever, and you're not very successful in doing it, then there might be a few things that you need to work on first. I find with the lunge, we've got to try and work on strength through the hips for a lot of people, or stability through there. We've also got to work on getting into their toes a little bit, because for a lot of you guys, you're pretty tight through the front of your feet. And then we've just got to work on, for some of you guys, you do have average knees. We've just got to see how we sort of go with that pattern in terms of your knee pain and going to the range that you're comfortable with. So lunges can be done many different ways, but I've had some success in getting people definitely a lot stronger with their lunge, but it's taken some time. So one of the things that you can sort of consider doing with your lunge, so I'll start off on this, is quite possibly just working in a range that you feel comfortable with. So just working, so if that's as far as you can go, and you're getting a bit of knee pain, then that's maybe what you need to work on for a little while. So you could do 3 to 5 sets of anywhere between 10 and 15 reps on each leg. So you do a set, shake it off, loosen up, and do the same on the other leg. So that's one thing to consider. All right. Something else. What you could sort of work on is maybe turning it into a split squat. So I find, hang on guys, just wait a second. What's up, buddy? Oh, that's okay. You sit down again. Come get me again. So with the split squat, guys, you might want to find something, maybe not as high as this chair, elevate the rear foot. All right, so you would want the edge of the platform that you've got your foot elevated on in sort of the crease or in the front of your ankle, stepping out. And again, just working on the depth that you feel comfortable in this position. So I'm not going too deep here. You can get pretty deep, all right? And I find it sort of stretches out people through the front of their hip or hip flexor, and also helps them or allows them to get more depth, all right? So same thing again, 3 sets, maybe 10 to 15 reps, reasonable break in between each set, okay? So that split squat works well, working on the lunge in whatever range that you're comfortable works quite well. What you can also work on, this is like called a kickstand sort of lunge or squat. So shortening the steps, or shortening the length that you step out. So from here, rather than stepping all the way out, maybe shortening the distance, thinking hips shoulder width apart, and just going down like so. All right, so you can see I'm just trying to take my reps nice and easy and slow. The thing I like about this one is it works on getting into your toes. So that's an area that seems to be tight for many people, okay? So getting extension through that toe area is something that we might need to work on with some of you guys. So again, kickstand sort of lunge, kickstand lunge, short stance, not necessarily narrow, but short, and just working on that. That seems to work out quite well, all right? Again, going to the depth that you feel like you can handle is pretty important. So there's another option with your lunge as well, trying to get nice and strong with that. Now the other thing is, as I said, some people are tight through the toe and through the quad as well. So this is where working on those kneeling positions might help you out quite a bit. So from here, having your toes curled up and just working on kneeling here for a little bit, trying to get into your toes. Don't go over the top if you're not used to this. Flattening your feet out again, curling it up again. Work on that for a little bit as a bit of a warm-up, or again, just getting your toes used to being in a extended position. You can also use your hands and come into a squat if you can handle that, but if you can't, that's fine. So again, kneeling, if this is as far as you can kneel because of your knees, that's fine. You can just work within that range as well. So that's something else to consider in terms of building yourself up towards doing a lunge. Now, the last thing, almost. Getting into a kneeling hip flexor position with your knees directly underneath the line of your hip, right? Your feet are shooting, well, so I should say your legs aren't shooting off at a weird angle, like you're train tracking your feet, and being nice and upright, just even holding that position and working out your balance will help you with your lunge position, because this is the bottom position of your lunge. But ideally we'd have a kettlebell, not that it's the end of the world, I'm going to show you with a dumbbell. Kneeling halos. So this will demand a little bit more stability through the hip. Alright, so you would start off with your kettlebell in front of your head, go right behind your head, alright, and you're trying to keep yourself stable or strong in this position. So I'll swap legs around so you can see. So again, knee underneath the line of your hip, have the glute on a little bit, be nice and balanced. Dumbbell starts here, going around your head in one direction, and then going in the other. Alright? So if you're forcing your body to try and stabilise in this position, this is like the bottom of the lunge. You can also curl your toes up as well, guys, to make it a little bit harder. Then it's more likely that you're going to be strong enough to come down and up into your lunge from there. Alright, guys? So there's a few things on the lunge, but it's more than just the lunge, what I was just covering off on. It is working on your toes, it is working on your hips. If you've got any questions, make sure you shoot them through. This video is of pretty high value, so I'd watch it a couple of times. But apart from that, guys, I reckon we'll talk about upper body stuff next. Let us know if there's anything that you want me to cover off on. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.